Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working, although I'm not sure about it because this had some issue. I may have changed some settings, so I'm hoping that any of you who are active at least can write yes AV if audio and video is working. I'm waiting for incognito window to play it back. So let's hope that it works. And god damn it, oh no, it's mute. Had some issue, I may have changed. Whew. I am happy, audio and video is working, so things are good. Things are very good. So this was a good thing. So, okay, is it active or not? Okay, yes, AV, okay, thank you. Shivraji, thank you so much. Fun for play, hello to you, AV working, all good, thank you. I have no idea why the heck it, did not work with, in Hindi stream. Like nothing has changed that much, so. Well, anyway, let's get started. So basically this would be second week from basically my return, and things are looking good. Things are looking hopeful. And this tool, this timer is proving to be really helpful. I used to be so messy. Now, please increase the volume a little bit. Okay, as you wish. Does that satisfy now? I hope it should be fine. I'm seeing minus 15 dB to 10 dB, minus 10 dB. So it should be fine now. Anyway, all things considered, this was a really good investment. Although I think it's a good thing that I bought this after my surgery, because again, if I had used this, there is a good chance I may have delayed the surgery. And again, nerve damage is something serious. That's why my back is not fully GG. Like I still feel some pull in the hamstring right now, but overall, it's much better. Like I was reaching a point where I could not work to like, okay, there is a chance, like I have not missed a single day in 2 weeks. The only thing is I have no idea what the hell to do with short. While live is super easy to do, and videos, as long as I have ideas for the video, I'm good, I'm sorted. It's just that I'm running out of ideas. So it's kind of a messy scenario. Basically, I have depleted so many ideas that it's if I can have the idea in the morning, like, I'm going to start, I'm going to work on this, done, butter. This makes sure that I get the work done very quickly. Sometimes I've done like so quickly that like, in evening time, I'm like done, like my main work is done. Like this is how it used to be when channel I started. That's how it used to be. Whereas like sometimes if I really wanted to push myself, I could do 2 videos, as in like 4 videos, 2 topics, one Hindi and one English, per day. And I used to do this for a week, so I can relax the next week. So next week will be my holiday, but my channel would not be affected. But again, if I try that now, again, I think at least I won't get to that level of energy, but at least I should be able to maintain the output. Because again, back in before the surgery, I was like, if even minor inconvenience happened, body used to hurt so much, I'm like, no videos for this. So things are looking good. Sir, in your alert notice study channel, I doubt this. There will be actual war, like actual, like I could see some operations happening, some surgical strikes, but actual full-fledged war, that's not something that you can just like, I hope I'm right in this. This is one of those things I hope I'm right. So fine, like Russian wine. Hi, hello to you. Rocket Monday says Indian private space. Nah, see, they do not provide it. I really thought of this. One day I actually sat down. I started to collect. There's actually only 2 companies. One I think is using Solid Booster, and one is Liquid One. And they haven't made any update for so long that it's like there's not enough oomph to get into it. Although like I'm kind of happy. The Monday video, not this Monday, the Monday after that, would be, it's like something I did not knew, and I was like, this is something good. Like it's so important that we do not talk about it. So I was like, okay, let's make sure that a knowledge gap is fulfilled. So I'm happy about that, but I'm still looking for a new system. So, okay, thoughts on AV1 codecs is still not being adopted after all these years, streaming companies except Netflix? No, see, whenever you're talking about codecs sort of thing, it takes decades, like decades. For example, H.264, it's one of the most, proliferated codecs right now, but it took 20 years to reach there. So AV1 is like AV1 is gonna take its sweet time. And be mindful, if you imagine if you're a company who already invested into H.264, and H.265, because again, those are licensed codec, you may be like, okay, what's the point of switching now? I've already paid for it. So that creates an issue. So there will be some lagging, but there is a good chance that I would say that it's gonna take care of eventually. Eventually, again, if YouTube alone does it, that's a big enough market where it's like done. There is no discussion after that. And given the fact that almost all other applications are now able to play it back, and mobile SoC, be it Snapdragon, be it MediaTek, be it Exynos, almost all of them support AV1 on a hardware level, and graphics hardware is coming that can support it. So I think it will take its sweet time, but I would say by 2030 it should be ubiquitous. But again, do expect, because again, if anybody has paid the cost, they have to recuperate the cost. They can't just switch again. They're like, what the hell? So for that reason. And again, even if the codex is free, the hardware is not free. They have to buy the hardware. That's the reason why they cannot just like, okay, we just buy a switch from H.264 to AV1. If they have bought the dedicated hardware, they have to wait for those hardware to wear out, meaning every hardware has a what we call return on investment, and after that some amount of profit. So once that is done, then the next batch they could be like, okay, and by that time civilian population would have been all switched to AV1 codec, so it would be so subtle that we will not even notice it, and it will just like poof, done. You look younger day by day. Okay. Aren't you the same person who wrote this in a Hindi channel? Somebody in Hindi channel said that I am looking. Actually, there is light here. That's why like a bit more bright here. What happened with Starship? No update. Yeah, Starship has been quiet. Like nothing. Like nothing. But I think going boom 2 times in exact same way, they might be a bit more cautious. And worst case scenario, air traffic controller would be like, yeah, bro, we can't just like, you can send a rocket and go boom and we have to redirect the aircraft. Once in a while, once in a blue moon is one thing. If you are like launching such an experimental rocket and it has such a big debris area, it's not acceptable. Again, anybody would be pissed off. So that could be the part where they're like, we have to plan some different orbit or maybe something. So either it's some other people are causing delay, or they're internally trying to make sure, because again, if it blows up 3 times in exact same way, people will start to lose faith. It's like, bro, I get it, work fast and break things. It's like, but you're supposed to break things in unique ways. Meaning, if your first rocket was like, it went boom in the launch pad, cool, awesome. The second one should at least clear it off. Then it goes boom after. Again, that's how it happened. But this last 2, all of them went boom in exact same way. So that's creating, and be mindful, the whole point of Starship V2 was that they have improved a lot. So how the heck it went inferior than the past? So this is creating an issue. What are top 3 brutal truth of life? Everybody dies. Universal truth, everybody dies. And my personal favorite, not taking risk is the biggest risk. What do you think about war with Pakistan will destroy our economy? No, I don't think. I'm hoping I'm right. War is not something that you can say it's like lol, war. Trust me, Russia actually went into war thinking that, oh lol, easy. That was 3 years ago. I think. Hey, wait a minute. Is it 4 years or 3 years? Can somebody double check it? Is it 4 years or 3 years? Damn, I'm forgetting how old that is. So, again, trust me, it's one of those things where it's like, what's your thorough atomic habit? I have not read. I think I have read it, or may have not read it. I don't think so. But anyway, see, books are like songs. Remember this part well. If you want to read a book, go YOLO on it. Don't think, oh, some people are not recommending it well or this or that. It does not matter. Songs are like music. You may like it, you may not like it. Like, 3 years. No, it's 3 years. 3 years. Okay, 3 years. Okay, cool. Like, there was this girl that, like, when I was in institute, she released a song, very annoying song, that was like, it's Friday, and she became successful because of that. It was so bad, it's like bad song, and like, again, people hate watched it, so it became a big thing. It was like, she was like, sister to Justin Bieber, kind of meme kind of was happening. This is like long ago. Damn, I'm old. But during this time, I randomly fall onto one song, Am I Invisible? You can type it. It should be there today also. That song was like, again, a different girl was singing it, but it was so sweet. Like, it was just like nice. And again, not enough views, but that's the whole point. Some people liked it, some people find it boring. That's up to you. You could enjoy it, you could be like, nah, not for me. So, but there is no reason for fighting or like, oh, I have to get it verified or this or all that. No, enjoy, go YOLO on it. Unless someone of your friend circle who knows you well enough, then they recommend it. That's a different thing. But you don't have to quote unquote justify it. So what is happening in stock space? Stock space. I tried to find out here, but couldn't. Do you mean the rocket company or market stock? Rocket company. Again, most rocket companies will not share everything, especially in the early days. Once they have things getting going, then they can. Like for example, Rocket Lab. They were very quiet. Like, oh, we are working, but we are working on something. That's it. But now they are like, yeah, this is our fairing and all that. But again, generally, when you are starting out, you do not want to build up hype too much. So that's there. Battery backup of my 3-year-old laptop has been reduced by 50%. Is it normal or should I use 5 hours every light work? Yeah, 50% is okay. Sounds okay. 2017 for us. Rising population is collapsing. I mean, inside the video, the line must go up, but it's not possible. Isn't just a correction in population? It's mathematics. If I have to explain that mathematics, that why you have to have 2.1, I'm sorry. Like there are certain things you have to know, you have to understand, and it's like it's not correcting. It's not correcting. It's exterminating. It's like heck, China is reaching a point where they are starting to close play schools and all that, and then people are suddenly noticing, okay, this is a serious problem. And again, somebody in last Hindi stream, like 1 hour ago, commented that for some reason there is a lot of price drop in South Korea land prices, and I'm like, yeah, of course. If like once people actually realize there is no more, customers and all that, yeah, land value will go. So it's one of those things. Once population does not correct, population is supposed to be always expanding. Now again, the expansion rate would be slow or fast. Like let's say things are normal, it will expand slowly. If things are bad, it will expand even slowly. If things are very good, it will expand exponentially. But it should never go backwards. If the pyramid becomes, instead of pyramid going like this, it becomes like this, it collapses. The same thing. Okay, rocket company which is investor in Microsoft. Yeah, I've seen that. But again, they are slowly, quietly working on the back end. How can I say thank you to you? Money? I'm a simple man. I'm nothing fancy. I'm a simple man. Does PCI lane is a bus? We just call it whenever you have large data throughput. Again, people named it such in the early days. Now it's stuck. So that's why we call it PCI lane, PCI bus. It's like it's old days. It's a legacy of old era. It's there. Basically, whole world is gonna face a big crisis. No, there is give or take 150. 200 countries, roughly plus and minus a little bit. 200 countries, 150 countries are in a fertility crisis, but 50 countries are okay. Most of them are in Africa. Some of them are even in South America. So things are good. Things are good. Like again, this is the same saying that I used to say in my videos. It's like, a man can die, mankind cannot. So right now we are going through what can be classified as a correction. Meaning we employed certain ideologies, certain philosophies, and do they work or not? How do you know? Well, you don't. You run the simulation. What is the simulation? Us. So you run the simulation. If they survive year onwards, awesome. If they do not survive, that was a bad ideology. As simple as that. It's like, how do we know capitalism is better than communism? Every country that tried communism did not work out that well. Like really did not work out that well. So that's how we can figure it out. Now, what is the end of a country life? So continuously below it. Again, it takes time. Like it's almost like you guys expect it. Like if I say fertility crisis, it's like 5 days from now. It's a long and slow process. Like human life is 90 years, man. Like 90 freaking years. So you're not gonna be like, okay, we did not have kids. Tomorrow we will be there. It's like it takes time, 90 years, bare minimum. That's why it's always classified. And again, after 90, it's not zero. It's just inverted. And it's so inverted that at that point in time, correction is almost impossible. So it takes 90 years just to realize that's a big problem. And again, like for case of India, Hindus, it will be roughly 1984. I'm counting from that point. So we are reaching. My comments are not showing up, I guess. Again, it is showing up. Does PCI lane have bus again? It's like my family wanted to take a house on loan worth 1.5 crore. Loan tenure was 10 years. I said no. It's your money. See, money wise, I can't. Money is not my department. Money is not something that I'm strong at. Like again, science and technology, communication. Like my actual skill set is communication. but apparently you do not get money for it. So there is not that much happening with that. So that's a different thing. But money wise, like again, I can tell you basic things like how to pay CA to get your tax done, which again I have to do now. My birthday is 28 June, not now. Why diesel locomotives convert mechanically electrically rather than use it not directly? Because it's inefficient. I have talked about this many times. If you directly connect an engine to a load, if the load is variable, you will have fluctuation. Your BSFC will not be high enough, as in like low enough, as in low enough fuel consumption. So your actual fuel consumption would be very high. Once you go through electrical, you start to relax the engine. Instead of making an engine that can work from 0 RPM to 8000 RPM, you're like, okay, what is the RPM? So it's like, okay, let's say 2000 RPM to 3000 RPM. That's more than good enough. That's more than good enough. So what happens? So basically you have that engine in that sweet spot, tight RPM band, generator creates the power goes into electrical motor spins up. Now here's the, what if the train is heavy? Like let's say a lot of people went into it, or it has carrying extra carriages. Okay, it will take longer to speed up. Nothing else will happen. It will just take longer to speed up. Now same will go other ways. Let's say there is a lot less load. It will just pick up quicker. You do not change any, like practically that's what people are trying to reduce the load variation that is going into engine. You want your engine to be like start, go to your sweet spot, stay there. You can't do that with a mechanical system. It will flutter too much. And not to mention mechanical horsepower for 6000 horsepower. Yeah, no. The maintenance alone will destroy you. And assuming you can make it. So that's the whole thing. So Sakai, why does evil thrive in bad times and correction? Because there's anything can be solved with violence. Is the something who will survive in long term? Again, whenever you are talking about this sort of long term thing, we have to understand whether we are limited by our lifespan, 90 years. Let's just say stretch it 1 century. But here's the deal, how long is 1 century? Negligible. Like realistically speaking, 1 century is negligible. But we are having so much impact, so much system. And again, there is a very good system way of analyzing it. It's just who survives the longest. But again, we are only able to perceive 1 century. And again, even I'm stretching a lot. Like imagine 1 century before now. Like what would be that? 1925? How was world in 1925? Unimaginable. But that's just 1 century. Like there could be some people alive right now who were there in was born in 1930s, so to say. So you have to understand that fundamentally it's like we humans are limited by our consciousness, like how far it can see. But nature is a very absolute force. It does not tolerate BS. It's like, hey, either it works or it does not work. If it works, it survives. It does not work, poof, delete, shift delete. So if let's say you had two countries, right, and one country had a culture, another country had a different culture. One country was like, let's say, not economically like rich and all that, all jaza, but this one was very rich and all that, but it was not having kids, and they were having exponentially large amount of kids. Now in first 90 years or something, you're like, oh, this second country was better. But you run the clock long enough, only 120 years, you'll be like, okay, they are still there, they are gone. So that's why you have to understand, nature deletes anything that is not optimum for survival. Like we should not call survival of the fittest, it's more of like deletion of the dumb. What's the economic and other things look like? Will they go extinct? So again, we'll see. Most likely they will be taken over by other remaining cultures that do not have that issue. Oh, credit card processing going on. Sir, who's your credit card processing? Yeah, I'm like, hey, it's like I bought the credit card long ago. It's like, again, for this project of basically fan controller, I wanted to try it. I like this fan controller. This is, I'm directly trying to use ESP32, but there was a point I was thinking of buying dedicated controller, and I even saw one person who had a video about that. So I thought of buying that, but turns out it was available in DigiKey and Mouser. Both of them can sell to India. It's just like you have to use credit card. I did not had it. So I got credit card for that, and that's like almost a year ago. So I'm reaching to that point where it's like, but I'm happy that I did that, even though I did not use the chip. I'm happy. First, the fan connectors was not available anywhere. So this exact fan connector that directly couples with a computer fan, that is a rare enough plug where it's like, you can use normal DuPont connectors, but it's like, having a dedicated one saves the bacon. And again, because they're supposed to be keyed, if you insert it wrong, you could fry your fan. So for that reason, I did invest into that. So it did not went anywhere, but credit card wise is working, although I have to increase its what you call budget. I don't know what's it called, allowance. I have to increase this allowance because this recent travel to hospital did expose me to the dark realities, that so-called what we call cashless system. Even though, even at best case scenario, let's say your insurance company did to pay you off, you still have to have enough cash reserve that you should be able to just plonk 80% of the supposed expenditure. I do not have that kind of cash reserve. So, and again, my brother said like that's why he has credit card, because here's the deal: if you are actually dying at that point in time, it does not matter how you will pay back. Like at that point in time, the priority becomes survive for tomorrow. So having a credit card with good enough what you call allowance allows you to swipe at that point in time, and then like, okay, let's figure it out later. And again, if insurance pays, it's a minor inconvenience. If they do not pay, again, you can break it into EMI. So that's one thing that I have to really look into it. My parents for property and I cracked it, but I want to go in economics, but they are not supporting me. What should I go against them? For my career, please give me some piece of advice. See, understand this way: career is yours. Only you have to make the decision. You cannot ask anyone else, because here's the deal: you have to put up with it. Do you have the courage where it's like, okay, I went into economy and it did not work out? Do you have the courage to not blame anyone else? That's why I will not tell you. There are people, what you call, career counselor, and you can have a discussion with them, and again, they will be charged, but even they will be, at some point, they will give you to the same point. Do you have what it takes to endure it? The good everybody can endure. It's like, oh, you went into economics, the sector thrives, everybody is GG, you are enjoying it. That's very easy. Everybody wants that easy part. It's just that, what if it did not turn out? What can then? Like, do you have that guts? Yes or no? That's your question. You know that. I do not. So, communication is very important skill. Unfortunately, I don't have. No. Money is important skill. Everything else is secondary. Money, moolah is the first important thing. Sir, yesterday Sony released firmware update for 4 years since the update. See, cameras are not a computer kind of thing where you need to update it regularly. Like again, the DSLR I'm using is 6-7 years, so I don't even think that Canon has a website where I can go. It's like, hey, did you made any updates or something like that? So it's one of those things. Oh, one thing, I really got a luxurious chance to do an amazing interview with Dr. Rajendra Sharma, and I have that video is now live. So I would urge you, most of you will find something useful in that interview. It's a long interview, and more than enough information is there that it will keep you happy. So I would urge all of you to watch my Ahirawat channel. It has that. I'm sharing the link here also, just in case if you do not know about my Ahirawat channel. Here's the link. Hold on. Ta-da! It should work. Okay, so I posted the links. Camera wobbly. Yeah, it's on my table. So. Yeah, education system, I was just unable to choose a subject that I wanted to study. See, such is life. Like you are born here, you are stuck to the system, figure out the best thing you can do with it. Nothing more than is there. Like, that's it. That's it. Like, I think in this way, when I was doing 11, 12, I wanted to do computer, but computer was not allowed that you can lock it up with arts. So if you're doing arts, computer is just not even allowable. I'm like, who the heck came up with this design? It's like, somebody wants to study computer, let them study the damn thing. But it's like, no. It has to be a package deal. I'm like, why? Why the heck computer has to be a package deal? But it is what it is. Oh, we put in a suit. Oh, I think my brother is watching just now. Yeah. Yeah, all the interviews are in suit. All of the interviews are in suit. Okay. Finally, Indian government stopped ethanol, wheat, or sugarcane stock prices are going down. Really? Are you sure about this? Again, I have not received any big enough news. The biggest news government related was again for Ahirawat's sake, where they were like, that the Delhi government wants to ban all combustion engine. So that was something that came to me, and it could have big impact. But let's see. So I watched interview, but I didn't get how good supercapacitor could be used in range extender system. It will be the primary battery. Range extender wise, like, I will make the engine, he will make the battery. Or energy storage, and that's energy basically from the combustion will go into that. and that will drive it. So most of the time you will just use it as an electric car, but when you run out of charge and when there is no charger nearby, you just turn on the engine. That's it. It's series hybrid. Think in that way, series hybrid. Okay. The same guy goes, he doesn't have any hopes with IIT, right? Does the same guy who said he does not have any hopes with IIT, right? I'm not sure. Okay, okay. I think I got you. I think I got you. Yeah. He was there in Delhi Expo. He was there again, like think in this way. Yuri Gagarin is the first man in space, but again, go from American's point of view, it's Alan Shepard. So same way, he is the supercapacitor father in India. So, and again, if quantum capacitor works out, he will be the daddy of that. And quantum capacitor, let me be very blunt about it. Your whole car, generally most cars are like 75 unit of energy capacity. Quantum capacitor can have that much in this 1 liter. It's ludicrously high energy density. They have done the prove the concept and saying that it will need 2 years or 3 years to finalize it. But if that works out, it would be like, whew, assuming it's not dangerous, because again the same law applies that I keep saying in every, because assuming you can make a energy storage that is that high power, what will happen if oops event happen? So that would be something interesting. I have some courage for my career, but if there's no one providing money, my undergraduate degree, I'll take a loan at age of 17. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Shiva was how's your channel so far? Did you try shooting in log? Shooting in log. Okay, okay. China's supercapacitor bus is very practical. Again, that's why we had such a good discussion about it. Like we talked about every single aspect of it, why we use one, why we use another, what are the pros, what are the cons. So that's why. No, as a matter of fact, I have not tried log so far. I research plan to use it tomorrow for my next video. You may find it too much hassle, man. You can use it, there is nothing stopping you, it's just too much hassle. Even now, Suzlon engine company use geared windmills in India. Your thoughts? Depends. See, it's never as black and white as you think. Like, this is one thing you will learn once you get old enough. It's like, if somebody is not paying you for let's say hub generator, you will not make it. No? You will not, like, we are not here, like engineers and mechanics and companies are not here for goodness of their heart. They are here to make a profit. They have to feed their own family too. So same way, I'm working I have said, like, flat out, like I do not like hydrogen, right? Flat out. I have said that, there is videos about it, but tomorrow let's say government passes a law that you burn hydrogen. Of course I'll sell you engine. Of course I'll sell you. I will not even give a damn about like whether it's a logical or a stupid. I don't give. It's like I need to have money. Like again, African accent is the best English accent. You do not get to say which is the best accent. The best accent is decided by people, specifically women, specifically young, very pretty women. They decide which accent is good or not. Other people do not get to say into it. It's like whether you are rich or not, your bank decides. Same way. I have used log in my phone. Yes, Samsung S23 Ultra can shoot in log plus HDR10. Again, mobile phone is a different thing. When you are talking about camera will give you raw data of the sensor. It's again, you could use it, but I know it's not required for me. Just experimenting. Yeah, it's a fun thing for experimenting. That's what it has a lot of hassle. Again, it's like. The more steps you have going from like your idea to shooting to actual output, the less likely you are to do that thing. So that's why. So engineer says that it's easy to connect to the grid, windmill to grid. Again, that's not how it works. Gearbox has nothing to do with it. Most likely what they are talking about is what we call slip induction generator. That induction generator, they have a rotor. That rotor has a 3-phase electricity going into it. So when the majority of energy is coming from the outside, but the rotor has synchronous characteristics. Basically, they will detect whether it's lagging or leaning, and based on that they will create a counter wave front that will go into the rotor, and that's how you can make sure the main generator always gives you 50 hertz synced with the grid. That used to be the old way, because again, the inverter unit you need is very small. But if you are going direct, let's say General Electric's that Highlight X turbine, that puppy is 12 or 16 megawatt, like it's stupidly huge. So in those sort of turbine, they could have done that, but they're like, yeah, it's too hassle. So they're like, okay, so 16 megawatt of inverter. Now his 16 megawatt inverter may sound huge, but you have to understand nowadays it's a common thing because of solar technology. Because solar has become such a big thing. It's like gigawatt solar farm that you can easily just pick up a phone. Hey, ABB, bruh, give me some inverter, man. It's like, how big you want? It's like, don't tell me, just tell me how many units you want, where you want delivered. 24-hour delivery, take it and go. So that's why it's much more likely that all the wind turbines from now onwards will be this system, what we call grid tie inverter. It's not required. It's like, okay, it's a kind of genetic lottery, but such is life. Like, see, some people are smart. Like, for example, there was a kid. He's like, he's 17, maybe something like, even younger than that, and he made a freaking laptop. Damn, he made a laptop. He literally took a SoC and he's like, okay, let's make a motherboard, let's figure out the battery, let's figure out the keyboard, let's figure out how to have 4K OLED, which mind you, on a laptop is hard enough. And he's like, oh, Asus had this 4K OLED, which was available in Chinese and all that. It's like, okay, let's buy that. And it's like, let's build a system. And he had a fully working system. It's like, take it and go, take it and go. And he's like, okay, I did the CAD, I did the programming, I did the device drive tree, I made the kernel, I made this and that. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Like, there was this comment. He recently got featured in this Linus Tech Tips, and there was one guy who was saying, like, whenever you listen to this sort of people, it's like it gives you first wow, and then it makes you despair. It's like, what the hell am I doing with my life? So some people are just smart, like on a whole different level, Like, I'll give you a simple example. Right now, because I want to create a what you call CV motion, I want to create a path geometry, right? Basically where the grooves are and all that. Just the grooves, not the teeth. I do not have to worry about, but the grooves. But here's the deal. Ron did that in his head. Is like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. David, again, all the interviews are available. He did it in his head. And yesterday we had a meeting and we were talking about, like, can you give me the formula and all that? It's like, it's in my head. And he's like, I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to just make a normal, basically plotting graph using this. Right now I'm using ChatGPT to do it, and it's like which is the application? Yeah, Demos, DESMOS. Demos is the website where I'm using that, basically to create sine waves and all that. And I have to create this and figure out how to have a rotating system. But again, this is what I did in the afternoon today, and got at least oscillation going back and forth. So some amount of success, but damn, it's difficult. And there are people who can do this in their head and they can just write it on a sketch paper and just like take it and go. I'm like, what the hell? But such is life. Such is life. Such is life. Okay. In your podcast with Professor, he just didn't ask any question. They just wanted doing yes. Again, there was nothing that I was saying that was what you call contradictory. So, and again, he has not that much experience in this MGTOW community compared to me. I'm old, like I'm old in this ecosystem, like very old. So, again, it's like I'm saying yes to anything what Rajendra Sharma is saying. Of course, I'm doing that because again, he's on such a high level that I cannot even comprehend. Again, same way as MGTOW, again, given the fact that I have the understanding of the mathematics, given the fact that I have understanding of the family unit, given the fact I have actual understanding of what's going on in the family code, given the fact that I'm going there for 4 years, of course, I'll know a bit more than just like, surface level thing. So, whenever you are talking about something, there will be some people who are far more experienced in that, other people will not be experienced in that. And again, he is very, getting started. He has that kind of vibe. He's getting started. I'm happy that at least somebody is trying that. I'm very happy. Because again, I told you, I bloody hate all these lawyers that are coming on right now on YouTube, and it's like, you can do this and that. It's like one of that Delhi High Court lawyer. It's like, I hate him. It's like, yeah, when you get married, I say to everyone, like, rent a place, do not stay in your familial home because then she can claim it. It's like, how about don't get married? That's much better. And again, he himself is not married. So, yeah, that's talk about what saying there's no religion, your views. Again, I'm not going to talk about that simply because it's a department of Indian Armed Forces. They are far more qualified than me to handle the situation. And in terms of like, winning or losing in this scenario. There was a video. Again, I'm not gonna share it because it made me so depressed. There was some child in Pakistan, I think, or India. I'm not sure exactly, someone, and they were talking. It's like, what will you grow up? The reporter was like, what will you become? You'll grow up, and it's like he said some religious color or something like that, and he's like, why do you want to be that rather than doctor, engineer, and all that? And he said something that was very dangerous. It's like, there's nothing in this world. It's all about when we have to pass, and we have to go, and we have to show it to Allah. I'm like, that's a very horrifyingly dangerous what you call ideology, especially if you basically children's are what you call under construction operating system. So at that point in time, if you create that sort of ideology, there is nothing you can do from extremism at that point in time. Like, the likelihood of changing that individual from extremism is how shall I put this, very unlikely, like very ludicrously unlikely. Not impossible, but might as well count as impossible. And the fact that's actually going on, the fact that our children were actually believing in that and actually saying that, like, again, even if the child says like, I want to be a doctor because I want to heal people, I want to reduce their suffering, that's awesome, you respect it, that's GG. But it's like, there is nothing in this world, it has meaning, no meaning and all that. It's like, damn. So when I he make was the same in your also. I was just like, he make was same. Okay. Let's know how many people participating in taking. What is the difficulty in making fighter jet engine if a concept looks easy and many countries have made it? Balls. My man, it's all about balls. It's like you keep going in this and this. It's like I told you. It's like you are chasing your own tail. Like, for example, the Pran. I recently talked about this air purifier that does not require filters. Again, I talked about the technology. Technology is legal, known, tested, verified, all things sorted. What this company did, figured out how to miniaturize it. They built it, awesome, GG. When they come to India, again, the guy is Indian, okay? Indian born. He has asthma. And he's like, let's solve the Indian problem. And he's like, okay, cool, awesome. Not a single investor from India gave him money. Not even joking. That's him saying it. There are 40-minute interviews, 2 of them. I have linked both of them in my Future Friday video. And flat out, he said, like, in India, nobody is going to invest in you unless somebody have already done it. Basically, if you're like, hey, I want to make electric, EV, right? Let's just say 2-wheeler EV. Oh, there are 10 companies doing it. Okay, here's money. If it's like, okay, I want to make a electric 4-wheeler. It's like, oh, how many cars? Okay, take money and go. It's like, okay, I want to make an air purifier like this and all that. Oh, take it and go. They're all right. I want to make a filterless air purifier. No. I'm not even joking. He actually said that. There was this one guy from India, from freaking India, who said, like, is there a scope of this in India, air pollution and all that? India. Another one is like, because again, they did build air quality sensor. Again, not as high end as like what Deepika would work with. Again, I have that detailed discussion about that with air pollution. Not to that great, but again, a good sensor of like particle counts and all that, like a good sensor system. Like, they wanted to make sure that we are actually doing it. So like third party verified, like good sensors. Like, why don't you make a service of software and all that? It's like, bro, your kid will have asthma. Like, do you really want to say to your kid who, when he's suffering, when he's 14-year-old and he's like aged like 35 years old, because again his lungs are corrupted, is like, yeah, there was this guy, but like I was like, wouldn't it be better to not risk money? It's like, so that's it's always that. It's never anything else than that. It's never ever anything other than that. It's just lack of balls. Not giving money for air purifiers, thing we humans can do. Again, India is like Delhi. Everybody is complaining. It's like, there is this guy who's trying to solve it. There is no guarantee whether it will work. But how the heck that's not big enough for you to like, okay, let's just try it. Because again, the science works, and they're giving you the product, like actually test it, verify it. It's freaking, and even like, I want American stamp. That's also there. It's like, take it and go. But it's like, no, man. It's like, just a sweet, innocent public. That's the whole point. Like, to make fighter jet, you have to have the balls to you have to actually talk to airmen. And it's like, let's say we're gonna risk 100 of you. Are you willing to take that risk? Only then you can have that, because again, look into US Air Force. Right now it's much safer, because again, you can automate it. But before automation, how the heck they were building? They were literally had a whole group. Like there was the main Air Force, and there was a subgroup of what you call ballsy pilot, like big balls and like big paycheck. These were test pilot, and they were trying like a really crazy thing. And again, lot of test pilot died, but again, they were respected, and they are like memorialized, because again, unless somebody was like that risking their life, you're not gonna have Air Force. They risked it, now they have Air Force. We do not risk it, now we are dumb. It's as simple as that. It's always about balls. Not so if you rate India as a country on a scale to what is your rating? I'm just curious. 6 or 7? Sir, I can defeat you in a single combat. It's like Tom Cruise character in Top Gun. No. Yeah, sort of. I think so. Yeah, he's test pilot. Again, like there is a whole section like test pilot. They have much higher pay, because again, it's a known danger scenario. So, but you have to risk it. There is no scenario where it's like, okay, it's gonna work perfectly. It's like, engineering rule number 1: nothing works. That's how you start. And in India, everybody's like, no, we want things that work. It's like, yeah, you want nothing, you just want to sleep. I'm like, don't even invest. I'm like, don't waste time. Just collect the money, put it in S&P 500 in USA, and just sleep. Like, just sleep. Okay, don't even waste time other than that. It's just like, don't. Oh, it turns out one of my friend told me that there is a way to invest from Zerodha into international market. Fund for fund is a system that allows you to do that. Hold on, let me try to find it again. So basically, same way you have right now HDFC that gives you access to Nifty 50. You dump money into HDFC, HDFC buys the Nifty 50, legal, like fully legal and all that. Same way, okay, where can I see the discover watch list? Yes. Franklin India Feeder, Franklin US Opportunity Fund. So basically, this is what they call fund of funds that allows, fund of funds that allows you to actually invest in that. Again, the exit load is higher, expense ratio is higher, exit load is a bit higher. Again, they have to deal with the currency conversion and all that. But again, I think as of now, because the US market is collapsing right now, is the perfect time. I'll see that. Again, there was another also, Murthy or something like that. They also said, I'll try that. I'll have the money. But again, they do have higher system. Another thing, I think this Franklin one has, minimum invest in 5,000 rupees. But that is a weird number. It's like, why it's not 10,000? It will be at least above $100. It's like, that's a weird thing. It's an old concept. I have one, but it's a high expense ratio and everything. Again, what other option do I have? You go through all the legal stuff and all the paperwork and all that stuff, or just like put it in and forget what it's like. And again, in long term, it will make sense, not in short term. I do not expect anyone to do like buy and sell and all that. It's not for that. It's like buy and forget. Keep buying and forgetting. That's all you have to do. Buy and forget for years. And again, Trump has made such a big dip right now. Perfect time to buy. Although by the time my bank like converts that dollar into rupees, again, the Google AdSense payment, I think that dip would have started to recover. So it's one of those things. So there is still hope. Again, hope against what? Like, think about it that way. Like, hope against what? Like, if you are comparing to, there are 150 countries and almost 200 countries. Majority of them will make India look like GG country. And again, we are like counted from top down. That's the good part about us. Like, we have got things sorted. Like, imagine if you are born in Chad. There is a country named Chad. Like, where are you born? Chad. Not even joking. But again, count down from topwards downwards, because you have Japan, you have USA, you have China, you have European Union bloc and all that. And again, India is there. So that's a very, very big thing. Even I started Bitcoin trading at 10K. Trading in perpetual future. Bitcoin, I think right now Bitcoin has reached that point of stagnation, where it's like, it's like buying Apple stock before that dot-com bubble. Right now, it's a vertical low performance stock. Not again, it's a bad stock. It's a good stock. It's just low performance. It's not going to multiply. It's not like Apple is going to go from 3 trillion to 30 trillion. That's not happening anytime soon. But again, imagine if you just bought something very new, right? Something very early, you just bought it and you forget about it. And then one day, oh, this company is doing very good. GG. It started a million to trillion is much easier than trillion to 10 trillion. So You're gonna make so much. So why paneer is South Korea? Land prices they were talking about. Now you're randomly putting paneer there. Even as a very good trick. Oh, somebody did donate 120 rupees for paneer rolls. So today I might try to buy that. Up is Giga Chat. UP is Giga Chat. Yeah. I think we should teach learning science to children till class 12. Huh? See there are many international funds in India like Oswald, Oswald Nasdaq and something. But our government has limited the amount you should be able to invest, so companies are closing these funds. Eesh. Yeah, government cannot have like poor people becoming rich. Like this Canada. Again, this is how I know because I've been following this Edison motor. I was like, yeah, you need $250, lot of money, but again, I could buy it because I do know, I have high faith that they could work, but I can't. It's like, you have to have $1 million. It's like, what the hell? Why? It's like, no, you have to have it because it's a risky. It's like, you do not have that sort of system in your gambling. It's like, oh, gamble away. Oh, you want to invest where there is actual probability that you might actually become rich. No. You are already not rich, so we cannot have it. Like again, Chase Barber is the CEO of Edison Motors. He talks about it. It's like so bad. It's like the government of Canada is like, what if we F the public, But what if we F the public? We can just like, make them starve to death. It's like, whoa. It's like, yeah, we give them free healthcare. It's like, yay. Yeah, it just takes 6 months to see a doctor. Bro, India, aja. सस्ते में निपट जाएगा. Not even joking, half of my friends who are abroad, all of them are saying almost everything is okay-ish everywhere until you have to touch a dentist. The moment you touch a dentist, you will take an international flight, come to India, get your teeth done. Even after paying the penalty of like, loss of pay and all that, you will still be richer. The moment you touch dentist, like USA when they were saying like $600 for a visit, not like RCT and all that. No, just a visit, $600. I'm like, what cocaine is that? And again, another friend is like, yeah, it's $35,000 in Australia. I'm like, what the hell? Dentist for some reason, like I think that's not covered in insurance or something. It's stupid. It's beyond stupid. So, which one was again HDFC deployed World of Index funds of? No, it's not HDFC. HDFC I use for this Nifty 50. Not for a thing like that. Again, right now we are talking 5-6 rupees, man. It's not worth it. Right now my core focus is, because again, summer has started, the house is heating up. Again, it's giving me passion. I have to save a lot of money and then really start to try to get solar done. Without solar, it's like this house is not livable, at least the second floor. Like it's bad. It's bad. And power here is bad. It's like has to die. That's a fake. Come to my place, provide paneer 40 rupees. No, see, if you live in remote locations, you can get that sort of price. Although a smaller one, that I have to say, that I have seen, like you can get quote unquote paneer roll, but it will be this size. The paneer roll I get is this size. So, no point. Even in India, dental is not covered under Mediclaim, but you are right. The comparison to USA, India dental treatment is pennies. Yeah. Again, it's not just USA, it's also in Australia, also in Canada, also in UK. UK, because again, half of the actresses you see, they have messed up teeth. It's like, somebody was commenting, it's like, Britain did not figure out dentistry? It's like every actor, you will think like in India, if you are even a rudimentary actor, you're gonna have like perfect teeth, zirconium coating teeth and all that, like you good, you're sorted. Even in USA, you're sorted, like your teeth is like sorted. In Britain, half of the actors, if they laugh like this and you can see the teeth is like, it's like either something is messed up in their whole gene lineup or they do not have dentist. Eat chicken. Dude, I'm vegetarian. My granny gets her sugar checked for free in government hospital. Yeah. But again, we are talking about dentistry. I have no idea like how the heck it's so whack. It's like so messed up. But again, the recent trend gave me, a recent hospital visit gave us illuminating information. First, make sure that your insurance is mature. Second, make sure you have large amount of cash, because again, going cashless simply means you have to pay 80% of it and you might get it back if the cash follows through. I'm like, what the hell? What about your teeth? It's okay. Okay. Like I have seen, my teeth has like seen enough drills. Like this one is zirconium. I already have zirconium teeth. And this one is like ceramic. The back one says ceramic. India is buying fifth generation fighter jets named Su-57 from Russia. That's stupid. Because again, I did see India was smart at one point. They were considering buying from French, Rafale, I think. No, Typhoon, right? I think they call it Typhoon. Basically, that would be a wise decision because again, you do want different what you call supplier. So having France as a supplier, that's a good thing. A, they have European Union backing. B, it's not American, so everything else is American. So if you have something different, that's good. Again, buying Russian is stupid given the fact that they cannot handle Ukraine, which is next to them. So. Your views on magnetochloric cooling, bro? I have done that long ago. It's not that great. Like again, that's why they never talk about COP. They talk about like 10,000 days and blah and the blah and the blah 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 with the extra blah blah blah. But they do not talk about COP. That means run away. Just run away. You know, F-35 is again F-35 is far better. But if every Tom, Dick and Harry has F-35, you do not want F-35. Trust me. There is like a again, F-35 is also expensive also. That's another aspect of it. It's ludicrously expensive. It's like, what would I rather have, one F-35 or two Rafales? Rafale is like, or Typhoon, I keep forgetting which name, two of that. I'll always stick two of them because again, you also have to train your goddamn pilots. Training on larger Air Force field is much cheaper than like, okay, I only one, we cannot put our like, you know, inexperienced pilot. No, how the heck you expect inexperienced pilot to become the best pilot? So that's why, like, there is a lot of benefit, and again, you do want some competition. So, if Russian jet is X rupees and American European jet is 3x for 5th gen, again, Russians are not real. How do we know? Ukraine. Like in last the fact that this war has been going on for 3 years is the all proof you need. Like if you are still trusting Russian equipment after this 3 years, I'm like, I got a bridge to sell you, man. I got a bridge to sell you. Raphael, it's RCT painful? No, depends on the doctor. Like I had I think my first RCT happened in Bangalore. There was this small clinic next to very small clinic, and he did it so quickly. I was like, oh, done. Forgot about it that I had a RCT done. This one, the capping, I did it in like this was a big hospital. I think dental hospital in the. Next to this IMAX theater in Kormangala. So that was a big hospital, expensive, but again, they were also very good. And then I did in my hometown, it was so bad, I was like, okay, I'm traveling to this, what you call, Ahmedabad, I'm going to get my teeth done there. That's how bad in my dentist in my area is. Thankfully, we have found one dentist, he has studied from Germany, and he is the only one we have gone to. We have gone to almost all dentists here. He's the only dentist who's like, drill. He's like, okay, you have a problem, let's figure it out. I'm like, a doctor who does not want to drill 5 seconds later? How is this possible? It's like, damn. McDonald's is selling fake paneer and no one is complaining. You are complaining, and I'm not eating at McDonald's. We can monitor. I have to do it for my teeth. It depends on the doctor. See, if a good doctor, a good dentist is there, you will be just like a minor inconvenience. If it's a bad doctor is there, trust me, I have gone there. It's like, ooh. And again, that's why do not cheap out. If you have some place where they're like, you know, the doctor is good and people are complaining, yeah, he's a good doctor, but it's expensive, go there. Trust me. Saving money on your teeth, it will be painful as hell. Very painful. So you are from Kanpur. So do you think there are another space station by Axiom before retirement of international? They are trying to, but again, there is a good chance that ISS could be extended to that point. More likely is, would you ever try? Why do you care whether what I eat or not? Like out of all the things that you can ask, and out of all the things you could be curious about, do I eat meat or not? Is not it should not be in top 10,000 list, man. Like it should not be a thing. Like no. Like have good questions, man. Have good questions. Again, yeah, it's like trust me. Like do not cheap out on doctors. Again, even if you have to travel, although that is expensive. Like let's say you are next to Delhi, not Kanpur, Bangalore, Kolkata. There's a good chance you could have hospitals, and there is a good chance they could be good. If that is so, might as well like justify the traveling. The language war inside India. Language war inside India. What do you think about it? Yeah, that's sad. That's just sad. That's just sad. But here's the deal. I'm so burnt. It's like people saying 26 people died in this. It's like, yeah, I go to a court, 100,000 people. There is a good chance all the men I have seen, a few of them are no longer with us. And if the cases keep dragging on, there is a very good chance I will cross that 26 mark. So it's like, yeah, that's I want that doctor. That's, I told you, in Bangalore. That was like a hospital in that. The cheap is Comfort Mall. Find Comfort Mall, Total Mall. In that road, there is a McDonald's, Domino's. Just next to it, there is a like almost a dip down, and in there you have dentist. It's like the first dentist I tried in Bangalore. It was very good. Like for how low profile the place was, it was very good. And then the another one was the high profile one where I got the, yeah, I think I got zirconium there in the high profile one. Because here's the deal, the materials we have for teeth casing, that's good, ultra hard. Like even if you fire bullet will shatter, not this. That's how good it is. It's just the cement that is behind it is like, nope. The cement is nope. Cement is like, I can't do this. Like they only give you 10-year warranty. It's like, holy damn, I'm reaching that warranty expiry. So one day I'll just like, tweet. That will happen. I'm studying anthropology. So it's a good idea to make a house on moon by 3D printing and shield it with a moon. So, A, nobody was making house there. B, they are making habitat. They are different things. And yes, that's a very good idea. At least for in casing. I'm in Kolkata. You should find some good dentists there. I'm hoping. And again, if it's a Bengali dominated area, there is a good chance the price will also not be too stupid. Like at least I hope so. I genuinely hope so. So, yeah, you should find some good one. But again, shop around. Like if you are feeling any bad vibes, again, vibes are not guaranteed, but what else do you have at this point in time? Yeah, like so, can you recommend a good DAC, digital to analog converter for music? Yeah, no. Use your motherboard one. Again, I do not notice any difference. I used to have friends in institute where you like, invest and all that. I had one guy was like literally not even joking, was a battery powered DAC. It was like, mobile phone to that. I'm like, huh? So, but again, it's not that good. Like, again, our motherboard is that good that those things are no longer needed. Cement is not that brittle. My crown stayed in without problem for more than 22. But they don't give warranty for that long. It could last that long. They don't give warranty. That's the problem. I'm like, trust in your stuff. They don't trust it. And again, all the cap that came off. Yeah, I have a cap that actually came off. That's why I'm like so burnt about like dentist thing. So something. Expecting men's security from government is just like expecting loyal. What the hell happened to you in Kolkata, my man? And again, why do you care? It's like, let things go, man. Like there is a point whether you are like, if you have a wound, the first rule of making sure it heals is don't scratch it. Like there is one reel I saw, like it's a good reel. It's like, time does not heal a wound. Once you stop scratching it, then it heals. I was like, dang, that's some deep stuff. Like that's some really deep stuff. Like that's some really, really deep stuff. I'm reading part 2 of this book. And it's a bit different. It's a bit more harsh. Again, I'm only a few pages in right now, so it's a bit harsh. The youth in there is very harsh, and there's like stuff is happening. So I don't care. Feel sad. I don't care, but feel sad for my. Again, it's not your department, because again, they are individual agent. They have to make the decision for their life. 6,000 rupees for one teeth, not that bad, man. I've dealt with 8,000, and again, this is years ago. 8,000, 12,000, those sort of prices, man. 6,000 is not that high. And again, are you talking about RCT and Crown both included or just one? Cloud computing future. That's too void. Like it does not have a meat. There is no meat to that. So. Yeah, I do. For all of you guys who are watching, please do start to comment in my videos, like what topic you were, because I'm out of topics. I'm not even joking. I'm done. Like there is no topic left. It's like, but again, I've been working continuously for so long that it's like anything I want to think about is like, oh, already taken care of. Ankit Singh, are you really in America? And again, just because you are born people of color does not guarantee that you would become like, big enough and all that. It's like, that's not how it works. Kevin Hart is also people of color, but he's not tall and all that. So that's not how it works, man. Life's genetics is a genetic lottery. And not to mention, assuming you win the genetic lottery, then also you also have to meet the condition that allows you to thrive. That is not guaranteed. Life is never that easy. Life is never that easy. Yeah, heck, even women's life is not that easy. It's easy from 0 to 30. After that, it's like, madam ji, sir, card declined, madam. Done, sir. Madam ji, done, done. What you call overdraw? If you try to extract too much in your credit card, it's like, sir, overdraw. Sir, done. So life is never that easy. If anything gives you, oh, this would make life easier, yeah, you're wrong. 99.99999% of the time, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay, it could be worse. That part is easy. Yeah, you could be born in Gaza, and the day you are born and missile comes, boom. It actually happened. So it's one of those things. Such is life. Nope. It's, hold on. I'm big enough, bro. I'm 191 centimeter barefoot. Yeah, 200 centimeter. Anyway, then why you are not playing? If first A, are you in America? B, if you are that big, why you're not playing? Both included. Both included. Yeah, 6,000 is not that bad. Not that bad. Like, genuinely not that bad. But I'm pretty sure at 6,000 they will only give you ceramic. Not gonna give you zirconium at that price. That's not happening. Oh, and please make sure it's basically what you call non-ferrous metal, so you can do MRI. But again, I do have both of them. Like, zirconium does not have a metal backing behind the ceramic, but I also have that ceramic with a metal sticker. But again, that's safe for MRI. Most things are safe for MRI. Because I don't have. Again, why does it matter to you? Like, again, don't try to, like, cook yourself on things that does not matter to you. It's like, let that go. Like, man, you gotta, clean things, man. Clean things, man. No, I'm just playing American football in why are you dreaming things that you can like not under your control? It's like, man. Anyway, this was a very nice live stream, and I'm very glad this microphone was okay. I was so scared I might have bricked something, but anyway, I'm happy, and I will see you guys next Saturday if things permit. Bye. I was not there. That.